So, as you can see, there's that. The last video, a lot of you guys were talking about how I should do more and may cover the NFL. And I was like, okay. And things came up. A lot of people were talking about, well, only not in the comments, but you were saying Colts Jets trade. And so I'm here to talk about it. So a couple days ago, a trade happened between two NFL teams, the Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm just going to talk about what went traded and what my opinion, who won the trade. The Jets traded for a third overall pick, so they jump up in the draft. Do you blame a team for jumping up in the draft? No. I don't blame the Jets. They want to go up in the draft. They go to number 3rd, and that's a good position. However, here's what they had to trade for. The Jets traded away their 6th overall pick to the Colts. Fine. They traded 3 second-round picks, 2 this year and 1 next year. The ones this year was, I believe, a 37th overall this year and a 49th overall. And then a 2nd-round pick next year, which could be on the lines of a 33rd to a 64th overall, right? I have to be brutally honest with you guys on this trade, and to me, I'm not either one of these. I'm not a fan. Well, I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I don't watch any of these teams a lot, so I really don't know these teams well. But honestly, if I had to say, there's a alright. Sorry. Alright. Anyway, so that's the trade. And I'm gonna look at both perspectives. I'm looking at the Colts perspective, and I want us to say, what the hell? You got 4 quarterbacks going, most likely going in the top 10, right? You're at 6 overall. You're most likely going to get one of those 4, right? Sam Darnold's going first. Then you got Rosen, Mayfield, and I can't remember the other guy. Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention to the NFL draft, right? And there's the extra guy. I don't know his name. You guys will probably know it, right? And then the Giants. I know there's a running back and an offensive line or defenseman. I'm sorry, going in the between. So then there's the 4th, 5th, and 6th, right? I'm straight out understand. I don't understand what the hell the Jets are doing in this trade. You trade from 6th to 30, go up 3 slots just to get the guy you want. No, you're most likely gonna get a quarterback in the 6th overall. It's just a guy that you don't like, and I believe that's Mayfield. And in my opinion, I think Mayfield's probably one of the best quarterbacks of the 4 that's going to happen. You go up 3 slots from 6th to 3rd just because you don't like one of the guys that you're most likely was going to get. And what you had to give up was just too much. You gave up 3 second rounders and your 1st round pick, but you got a 3rd. It's just I don't understand like what the hell are you guys doing? I mean, I'm not saying the Jets didn't make a bad trade. You know, they move up, may get a good franchise quarterback, yes, but yeah, but what? As a Colts perspective, in my opinion, I think this was a great trade for them. I mean, if I'm a Colts fan, I'm like, hey, we weren't trying to go for a quarterback, we go down 3, fine. In the end, though, you gain 2 more second round picks this year. You gain another one next year. Instead of going instead of this getting in the first 3 rounds, instead of going 3 picks, 1 in each round, now it goes from five picks in the first 3 rounds, 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third. You're getting a 6th overall from a 3rd overall. You don't jump out, but you weren't trying to really get much, right? So you're okay with what you're going to get. And then you get now, the Colts are going 35th overall already. Now you go 37th overall and 49th. Straight out, in my opinion. I mean, whether the trade was good, bad, or downright not good, I think the Colts, my opinions are 2 opinions in my opinion. I have 2 opinions. I could be wrong for sure. One, I think it's possibly too early to tell who wins this trade. Yes, the Colts get 2 extra picks. Right now they have 5 draft picks in the first 3 rounds. They end up, I believe, getting 9 draft picks instead of 7, or 10 instead of 7, which is better. But at the same time, it's like, it's just too early in my opinion. The draft hasn't even happened yet. I think it's just too early to decide who won this trade. And then we'll wait a while. Let's say 5-10 years, right? Let's say the Jets player that they got was a star and all the Colts players they got were bust, right? You could say the Jets won. Or the Colts players were stars, the Jets player was a stud, Colts won. Both, everyone was bust or everyone was stars. Even though that happens, if they're all busts or they're all stars, the Colts end up with more players in the end. The Jets only get 1. My second opinion, if I had to give, I think the Colts won this trade without a doubt. In the end, you can't go from 3 picks to 5 picks in the first 3 rounds. You get 2 more picks in the second round this year. Plus, you get a second round pick next year, which, let's say the Jets end up being the worst team next year. That's a 33rd overall pick, right? Or if the Jets win the Super Bowl, that's a 64th. But they are the worst team next year. That is a 33rd overall pick. And let's say you're the second worst. That's a 33rd and a 34th back-to-back picks. Colts. The Jets get 1 pick, a 3rd, just like to go up 3 slots is what I find just. If they were very far lower and they traded that for that 3rd, fine. Now, like if they were like 11th, 12th, it's like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense, right? They would want to trade up. But from 6th to go up to 6th to 3rd, I just don't like that. I mean, I'm not a Jets fan or a Colts fan. The Colts, in my opinion, yeah. You look at this, you go down 3, fine. You go from 3rd overall to 6th. It's like, yeah. But then again, you get 3 more picks, 2 this year in the second round and 1 next year in the second round. I think the Colts won this trade for sure. Whoever the Jets play. I mean, also, like I said, if we wait 10 years and look back at this trade, let's say the Jets by 2028 had won 2 Super Bowls since 2018 and the Colts won 0, then yeah, I could say maybe the Jets won this trade because let's say they're drafting a quarterback. I think that's for sure. And, that quarterback turns out to be the next Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and the guys into the next Super Bowls, right? Then you could say maybe the Jets won the trade then, but right now I just think the Colts, at this point in time, I think it's one, the Colts definitely won the trade, and two, I think it's also just too early to tell whether or not this trade was good or bad for each team. And I was reading up on the trade, this wasn't the Jets' first option. Before this trade, they were trying to go after the Browns' first overall pick. And I'm like, really? To go from 6-1, I mean, yeah, you get out number 1, which is big, but you were gonna go 6 anyway. Honestly, if that happened, I'd be shocked. You go from 6-1, you go up 5 slots or 6 slots just to get the first overall pick, just because you didn't like what you were gonna get in 6th. And I was also gonna be like, how the hell? Why in the world would the Browns of all teams trade their first round pick? They need that quarterback, and Sam Darnold, I think, is most likely going first overall. And I was seeing this article as well. What is it possible the Browns to pass up on Sam Darnold? And I'm like, yeah, there's that star running back that's on the line. There's also 3 other quarterbacks who could still be better than Sam Darnold. So it's very interesting why the Jets did this, honestly. I did see there was one person that thought the Jets trade was very good for the Jets. I'm not saying it's bad for the Jets. I'm just saying, in my opinion, the Colts won this trade. I think the Colts, you get 2 extra more picks this year, or 1 extra pick next year, just to go down 3, right? I think you definitely won this trade. So, yeah, I think the Colts won this trade over the Jets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And let me know what else you guys want me to do. This is also my first NFL video. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys next time.